Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we will take a look at my newly completed Royal Scots. So these are my Royal Scots. I finished them today. I started on June 14th and I finished on August 26th. So about roughly 2.5 months it took me to paint all this stuff. I've done some tutorials and I would consider it speed painting. They're the quote high tabletop standard, which means I used one extra layer of highlights on top of the base color after the wash, and that's what determines if it's high tabletop standard to me or not. Low tabletop standard would be just the block in the colors, wash, and then base color again on top of that and stop there. But I went one extra layer on these guys, and I think it was worth it as they look pretty dang cool. I think I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on some of these. So yeah, I really love these. You know, when I got into this, I was told, you know, once you go down this Napoleonic road, that's it. And I'm starting to see why, because once they're on the table and painted, they are a pretty cool sight to look at. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about each unit. We'll start in the back here with the main line. So I have five groups of 8 line troops, and just so you know, all the talk I'm going to be doing is in context of Sharp Practice. That's the game I play, and that's how I built this force, was specifically for that game. So we start in the back. We got 5 groups of line. Now these guys are all Warlord games, the plastics from their Waterloo box set, and 8 per group. And there's not really much to say. They're all pretty much the same, but there they are. And I bought the Warlord Games metal command blister as well, the Waterloo version, and that came with 1 officer. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it didn't come with this. That's a separate guy. The command blister actually came with the drummer, the 2 flags. The flags are from GMB Designs, and the flagpoles are brass rods, actually left over from making spears for my infamy guys. But the flags are really nice. A little pricey. I think it was like $8 or something to have it shipped to me in the US, but worth it. They were really cool. And the command blister also came with this guy here. He is going to be my just a secondary leader, probably a level 2. And when he is not in command of a couple of groups of line, he will probably be the cannon commander. So the cannon, this is also the Waterloo box, the 6-pounder. I like to do the little diorama base, although it can be a problem if you're you have to evade with them. But last time they got attacked, I didn't even remember that, so they just died in place, and they probably will from now on, as I don't have separate troops or separate detached guys that I can use as evading. But yeah, here they are. Really cool model. This is a Warlord metal. This came in the Waterloo box as well. It actually came with this officer here in the back. But I just added him to the crew because it's a 5-man crew in Sharp Practice. So if this guy here isn't being used, he'll be the commander of the cannon. If not, we'll just have the commander be this guy, and then we'll just have one less guy. We'll have to keep track of having an extra guy when they start taking casualties. I also bought the mounted colonels, I believe, I think that's what they were called, from Warlord. You get 2 of them, and it's this guy here. So this is going to be Captain Hogan. So in the books, Sharp Practice, Captain Hogan is a pretty famous character in that. He's an exploring officer and engineer, and I'm going to be using this guy as Captain Hogan, and he will probably be either an extra officer, or more than likely he'll be used as a deployment point. So when you bring the exploring officer, it comes with a deployment point, and I will probably use Captain Hogan here for that purpose. And then it also came with the big band. This is going to be my level 3 leader. So he's a pretty cool model as well. He's kind of walking slowly on his horse, but yeah, I think he came out pretty good. I hate painting horses, but I figured out a way to do it pretty quick. So they look decent. Again, not going to win any contests, but from tabletop distance, they look quite alright. So that's the main force, a couple of the leaders, the I guess I should finish with the command blister from Warlord. Also comes with the Sergeant. So here he is. He will just assist the level 3 leader, more than likely in commanding 3 of these groups, or the level 2, depending on the mission. And it also came with the Sapper. This guy's really cool. Big beard. He's got like a big butcher knife on him, an apron, carrying a big old axe. So, really cool. I'll use him as a sapper in missions that require some kind of engineering task to be completed. He'll come in handy. And also I've decided I can use him as another level 1 sergeant if I need to have a second level 1 sergeant assisting with the line. Moving up to the front here, we got our light infantry skirmishers. These are by Perry, all of these. Warlord does not make redcoat skirmishing, so I had to search for some, and I found these Perry guys. I got a lot of Perry stuff from my American War of Independence, and they're really nice sculpts and good models, metal. So I got 2 groups of those guys. Comes with 2 leaders. This is the officer, and this is the sergeant. So these guys, they can either be run in a formation like this and have both leaders working together. They can be run separate. If they are running a formation during the game, the lieutenant could always have the sergeant break his group off and move away and act independently. So that is the light infantry skirmishers, and then everyone's favorite, I have some 95th rifles. So these are 2 groups, same deal. We got well, Lieutenant Sharp himself here. Here he is. He is the commander. He also comes with a bugler, which will be similar in role to this drummer, in that if Sharp is the overall force commander, he can buy the musician for 1 support point, and it doubles his command range. And then I have Sergeant Harper acting as commander of the other group, and again, they can be running formation together, they can split up. They also get a sharpshooter. So this is Hagman. He can be an upgrade as well, and it would replace one of these guys if I were to pay the points. I could replace 1 man in 1 group with a sharpshooter. So his weapon is a better weapon, really long range, and it has a better chance of taking out an officer. And these are the Warlord Games Chosen Men box. Comes with all this stuff, almost tailor-made it seems like for sharp practice. 2 groups, 2 leaders, a musician, and the sharpshooter. In the back here I do have some casualties. These are Warlord Games casualties. I got lucky, found them on Amazon one day and ordered them, and they just add a nice little touch to the board. And finally we have the Royal Dragoons. So I went with Royal Dragoons just because I like their helmets, and I got Royals over here, so we're just going to go Royals all around. This is the box, the Union Brigade box from Warlord Games. You can make the Scots Greys in there as well, but I just wanted to do these guys. I just like the way they look. Comes with a couple officers. Comes with the Scots Grey officer too. The model itself is actually, or the officer himself is metal. All the rest of this is all plastic. But yeah, there they are. They're okay in the game. They're what you call a glass cannon, I think. They can either really kick some ass, or they can just get obliterated immediately. You have to be real careful with them. So we'll see how they do. I think they'll do okay because they just are so cool looking. So yeah, that's the Royal Dragoons. So that's it. That is my British force for sharp practice. So it's been fun learning about them. It's been a lot of fun researching and just talking to people, and it's just a lot of fun interacting with the history and the people that are interested in that history along with you. So thanks to everyone who answered all my stupid questions about hats and shakos and all that stuff. I appreciate it more than you know. So we're gonna go ahead and just sign off. I will say real quick, my next project is going to be a similar size French force. They may be a little bit different composition, but pretty much the same. I probably have more one or two more line groups for them and two less skirmishers, but I'll still have the cannon and the flags and the cavalry and the casualties and stuff like that. So yeah, that we'll see how that goes. I think it'll go a lot faster because most of them are wearing greatcoats and they have far less piping and straps and stuff to paint. So they'll probably actually go a lot quicker. So, but anyway, yeah, I look forward to starting that project and researching the French army. That's something I pretty much know nothing about at the moment, and it'll be fun learning. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.